Do you remember when we first started rhyming? I think you just got out of jail, didn't you?
Yes, I did actually.
And then Billy got a hold of you and brought you over to my house. And then, well, what do you remember? I can't remember too much about that night, but I remember that you were there.
Yeah, well, actually, I ended up running into freaking Billy, Mr. Squid. Shouts out to him, making big moves right now.
Oh yeah, with his app. Hopefully he gets fucking paid.
Man, I am gonna freaking pray for him to freaking blow up off of that app. That's amazing, you know what I mean?
I know the article that came out. He got picked up by the
Shark Tank.
Well, Shark Tank.
Well, New Mexico Shark Tank.
Oh, well, it got picked up as a national news because I think it was picked up either by the L.A. Times or Washington Times.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like it got that big. So it potentially could be big if everything works and everything goes through.
Fucking shouts out to Mr. Yermo G.
Yeah, making moves. Dyslexican.
That's my fucking boy right there, man. We're gonna get him into our podcast here soon. It's just that his time is so consumed right now.
Making big moves.
He's always fucking grinding.
Yeah.
But like fucking Billy, Dyslexican, I ran into him somewhere, bro. And I forgot where it was. I think it's like Grandy's actually. It might have been at Grandy's. And he was like, what's happening, whatever, and we were just chopping it up, and I asked him, he's still making music? And he said, yeah, actually, I'm making music still, and I'm recording whatever. Asked him how he was recording, doing the whole process, and that's a lot more than what I'm doing right now, well, I'm trying to get into it, basically. Yeah. And that's when he invited me to your pad.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he invited me to your pad, and then
actually,
history was written. History was written.
Yeah, I remember, too, because that day, we had just bought the MP3 player that we recorded on.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so for people that didn't know, but back in the day, there was mini disc. That's what it was, the mini disc player. And this
a little gold one.
Yeah, it was a little gold one, and you had these little mini discs in there. Kind of looked like floppy discs, but just had like a mini CD inside of it.
Right, I remember those.
But you were able to record and listen to everything. So that was our first recording apparatus. As you can tell, it's just one recording track, though. It wasn't a multi-track that, we later on got into. So every single song that we did in the very, very beginning, so you're talking about all of the joint session mixtape.
How long ago was this, dog?
Honestly, I lose track of time. I can't even remember what year it was. 2006?
Something like that. I know it was fucking a long time ago, bro.
2004? Something like that. I don't know. Honestly, like I said, I'm getting old and I don't remember a lot of shit. But yeah, it was this little mini disc. So all of that joint session mixtape, every single song had to be done in one take. So if there was multiple fucking people on there, there'd be 3 people standing in my room. We're trying to be as quiet as possible while the first person has the microphone doing their verse and then slowly handing it to the next person, hopefully where you wouldn't hear the exchange because, the pops and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I fucking remember that shit, dog. And 10 motherfuckers in the damn room.
Yeah. Oh, I felt like that.
Hot as shit.
And then, yeah.
With a stage mic.
Yeah.
Hooked onto your Technica.
I think it was like a $10 mic.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was literally just hooked up through my mixer, and then the output was connected to the mini disc, and then we just hit record on the mini disc, and that was the final mastered copy, basically. I mean, we really didn't do any mastering back then, so whatever we recorded, that was it.
That was it. And then remember, like, everybody in the fucking room would be they'll land their verses. You'll land your verse. Billy land his verse. That dude Carlos would land. His name Carlos, right? The other guy.
Who? Grinch?
Oh yeah. There you go, Grinch. Yeah. He would land his verse. I would be at the fucking end, and I wouldn't rap that much. I rapped to basically start the whole label up to get it filled in, and then I wasn't that good in my delivery or my timing and shit. So. I would always be last, and I would always fuck up my verse, like 8 or 9 times.
Well, because everybody else would have their mess up and then replay. Like everybody had messed up. There was never a time where everybody got it right up. Right. Whatever.
After a little while, you and Billy got it good though.
Kind of, because I'd be practicing and getting to the point where I can spit it without the paper in front of me.
Right.
But yeah, there was a couple songs in there where the whole crew's on there. So literally, there'd be one song. I can't remember exactly which one. It was probably like Joint Session or something. But it literally took 3 to 4 hours because there was like 2 or 3 people in the front end and then 2 or 3 people at the back end. And the people in the front end were fucking up a lot in the beginning, so they got their practice. So they'd be like, oh, fuck up, I'm going to try it again. Fucked up, I'm going to try it again. So they would constantly be doing that. So once they finally got their shit, the process started all over with the next person.
Yeah.
So by the time it got to the last people, they haven't even fucking tried to record yet. So
not even try to catch the. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we'd be there over and over and over again. Remember, we have to get it right in one take. And if you were to go back and listen to it, it's not perfect. There's no way in hell that's anywhere near fucking perfect.
Not whatsoever.
We're not all great on there. Like, it's just, you can tell it's a mixtape. But
a mixtape at its first and finest.
Yeah, that was the most like pure, because it's literally we either recycled beats or we made loops or we fucking we sat there and we did a bunch of different songs. It wasn't just those. We picked the best ones. Everybody had solos. It was like 25, 26 track. Okay, and it were full tracks. There were full track songs. They weren't just freestyles.
Right.
We just treated it as an album. So we're literally writing songs for it. And we pushed it out. People liked it. We even got it in Hastings. R.I.P. Hastings.
R.I.P. fucking Hastings. I used to love that place.
But we were selling it in Hastings. And, yeah, that's how it got started. And we just kind of kept on going from there.
I think we got our copies from this place called Nasty Cactus. What was it called? And it was a local dubber.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Billy had the plug on that shit because Billy used to live with Crosno, and Crosno plugged him into that shit.
Because they had like the multiple ones that they can do at once.
Right.
Like, I think it was like 10 at once they can print. Because back then, we were just burning CDs. So it'd be one CD per. And then Billy just came along and said, hey, I got the plug. We can make a bunch of them at once.
Yeah. And that shit set us all off because once we started making a little bit of money off those damn CDs, we just started pumping them out, boom, 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 and creating l.o.e.
Well, that was the beginning of the hip hop scene in Cruces.
Well, I wouldn't say the beginning of the hip hop scene.
Well, somewhat, because I mean,
but
before then, nobody was putting on shows, nobody was popping, nobody was bumping each other's shit.
Nobody was putting out albums except for Track Team and Pablo Esco.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, bad. It didn't start there, but I would say that's when it, I guess, solidified and became something, because that's when there was people always around for every show.
Yeah, it was a new thing.
Everybody wanted to do collabs with us. Everybody heard about us. Everybody would come to our fucking parties.
Everybody wanted to battle us.
Yeah, it was over and over and over again, and that's honestly one of the beginning steps why I quit. I just got tired of it. It wasn't fun anymore for me. So
yeah, I absolutely still love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's to me, it's a game for the hungry. I wasn't hungry after a while. My best work is done.
Dropping acid.
No, I mean, well, that was a good one, but no, honestly, it was. I do my best work when I'm depressed and sad, and I was just a depressed little fucking fat kid my whole life, so I didn't have anything else to do. And then after that type of shit kind of went away, I didn't have a drive for it anymore. And then the attention, all the attention I wanted was from girls, but all the attention I was getting for people who wanted me to fucking be on their fucking
songs and stuff.
On their songs and shit. They'd be dudes at the parties, fucking freestyling in front of. I didn't ask them to fucking freestyle.
Yep.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, but they would go around fucking literally. I'd be like, oh, that's cool, dude. And I go to a next room. They'd be there fucking still spitting, trying to blah, blah, blah. Either trying to engage a battle or like, oh, what do you think about that? Like,
I remember that shit.
It's like, dude, come on.